Hey everyone, how you doing? Well, I decided to make a little black powder today, some slow burn. It's called a green mix. I often use this green mix, slow burn black powder in some fountains that I make. I've used it for fusing, and I've also used it as a fire starter. So that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. A lot of people know that I'm a pyrotechnician. I build fireworks and blah blah blah. Well, pyrotechnics do have an application in prepping and survival. So if you're stranded, stuck, and you happen to come across some fireworks, they can be used for survival, whether it be signaling, fire starting, even protection, if you understand how to rig booby traps and such. But let's get started here. I've went ahead and pre-measured out some of my chemicals. This here's potassium nitrate. It's really pretty fine. It feels like really fine salt. This here is sulfur, and I'm not going to stick my hands in that because it stinks. But that's that. And then over here, I have about 15 pounds of hardwood charcoal. The only time I use hardwood charcoal is when I'm doing a slow mix. I have had good results with hardwood charcoal to make faster granulated ball milled black powder. But for the purposes today, I'm just going to make a green mix. So I went ahead and pre-measured all these out. So this is 75 grams of potassium nitrate. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my screen. The only reason why I screen it is so I can get the clumps out. And it's 15 grams of charcoal, and then 10 grams of sulfur. Now this is your basic recipe for all black powder. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of cheat a little bit, shake this around, and you can see how it's mixing up. For demonstration purposes here, I'm just going to dump it back in here. Set that aside, grab my lid, if I can find it here. There it is. Put that on like that. And I'm just going to mix it around. Now this is the simplest way to make black powder. You can find your potassium nitrate, any chemical supply warehouse. You should even be able to find it in a good vitamin store. Potassium nitrate is also called saltpeter, which surprisingly enough comes from like animal urine. Sulfur, well, you can find that at vitamin stores as well. If you have problems finding potassium nitrate, you can find it at a lot of home centers, out in their garden section. You can find a product called Stump Rot, which oftentimes is anywhere from 95 to 98% potassium nitrate. Your charcoal, which is really pretty easy to make, all you need is a metal paint can like this with a few holes punched in the center. And then what you do is you take your wood and you throw it in there, fill it up as full as you want. Put your top back on it, make sure it's sealed tight, and then you set it, you place it in a fire on top of some coals and whatnot. And eventually what you'll see is a gas coming out. And every once in a while it will start on fire. Well, that's the wood gas, hydrogen gas per se, that is burning. After it stops doing that and the stream starts coming down, it just starts puffing up once in a while. You pull it off the fire, and you cover these holes up with a wet, damp rag, or you just flip it right upside down on the ground, because if you don't, if it gets any oxygen in there, the batch of charcoal you just made will oftentimes burn up. So you got to keep the oxygen out of it. So yeah, I make a lot of pine charcoal. I've got a willow tree to cut down, so I'm going to make a bunch of willow charcoal here this summer. But let's get back to this. Here's let me mix this up a little more, and just to show you how easy this is, I'm just going to throw a little on this board I made up. There we go. Then we'll take it over here and we'll burn it. And that is a slow burn black powder. Oh, yeah, here's a bunch of my cardboard tubes for some future pyro projects. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. There are faster, better ways to make black powder to make it faster and quicker. Your charcoal is vital. Willow is probably by far the best, or balsa wood. Again, you know, buying top quality chemicals, clean stuff like Rubber Maker sulfur, good stuff. Good clean potassium nitrate. Mine is 99.5% pure. Then a ball mill, even a basic rock tumbler with some tumbling media in there to you know, after you mix it, you put it all in here and let it run for 4, 5, 6 hours. And that really incorporates all the chemicals together. After that, you can granulate it, which means that you're going to dampen it down. I use water alcohol mix right here, and I also put a little bit of dextrin in it. And I just mix it up like a Play-Doh ball, so it's real stiff yet, and then I just run it through a screen over a piece of paper and let it dry. And it becomes quite fast. Let me see if I got some over here. Sure I do. And we'll do a little burn test of that. So here's some right here. What do we got here? That's red gum. We don't want that. That's pretty slow. Different stars. Okay, so we'll take some of that. This spoon here. Throw some in that cup. Grab my torch. And then we'll go burn this. I'll flip this over and make sure there's nothing hot. Alright. Now you see how much faster this is. Now that was pretty fast, and that was just from using hardwood charcoal. So you can see there's hardly any residue. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. So thanks for watching.